Hello guys and girls, I don't know if it's tea time where you're at the moment, but I know it's time for another battle featuring these guys, the English. It's a high period battle, and as you can see I'm in command of my standard English army over here, and my opponent on the other side has taken command of the mighty German roster in the high period, commanding these 5 units of Teutonic Knights, which are going to be, well, I expect it to be a real pain in the butt in this battle. Besides those guys, he's got 1 Dismounted Imperial Knights on each wing, and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 Sergeant Spearmen in the middle, together with 4 Pavise Crossbowmen. On the other side, me, I have my 2 Longbowmen and 2 Yeoman Archers up front. They have planted their stakes as I expected a charge to counter a possible enemy charge at the beginning of the battle. Then I have my 4 Armoured Swordsmen in the middle, a real backbone of any English army. I have 3 of these Dismounted English Knights on this wing. These guys are great with their polearms, and they can hack both infantry and cav to pieces. And on the other wing I have my Levy Spearmen, 3 units of Levy Spearmen. Pretty crappy, but they're gonna do their job in this battle. And my 2 units of English Knights and my 1 unit of General's Bodyguards. Well, as you can see, the real danger for me is my enemy charging, my opponent charging down the middle at the beginning of the battle. If he manages to pull off a nice charge at the start, then my guys are pretty much doomed, as these guys, the Teutonic Knights, are probably the best Western European knight unit in this game, and high period, they absolutely rock. They have their armor piercing secondary attack, they have their great charge bonus, so they're gonna be a real pain, as I said at the beginning of the battle. He didn't put his Pavise Crossbowmen in loose formation. That's gonna help me a slight bit, but it's not the decisive moment. As you can see, I'm going to reshuffle my army and bring my Levy Spearmen in the middle so I can protect my middle, and behind them, so I'm rushing my Levy Spearmen. Behind them I'm bringing my Armoured Swordsmen, and what I also wanted to do is to protect the real meat of my army, being the Armoured Swordsmen, is to draw his Teutonic Knights out of the middle and on the wing, so that my middle is secure, and I know that my Armoured Swordsman can chew up his whole infantry line really easily to pieces. On the other hand, that's going to put my guys, my cav, into real danger, as they're outnumbered and outclassed. So since I see that he commits almost all of his cav to that fight on the right, except actually that's my left, I'm going to reposition again my Levy Spearmen. They were at the beginning of the battle on my left, then I positioned them in the middle so that I can secure my middle from his Teutonic Knights, and now I'm going to move them again to the left. As you can see, with great results, one of his Teutonic Knights are already beginning to rout. And this is not how you use your Teutonic Knights. You just charge them in a bunch of infantry, not really using their charge bonus. And as that battle is raging on the left, I'm also going to commit to the battle in the center, and I know my guys will absolutely crush his infantry, my Armoured Swordsmen. I have the utmost confidence in this. And knowing that his line has no chance, his infantry line has no chance on its own, he commits some of his Teutonic Knights to the fight. Again, not how you want to use these guys. You want to use them. With a charge, where they can maximize on their charge bonus, and on the other hand, I managed to tie them up in standard melee fight, and surprisingly, because I managed to put my Levy Spearmen to good use, also my how do you call them, English Knights, Dismounted English Knights, I did manage to neutralize the threat from his Teutonic Knights, and they're starting to lose importance in this battle. As you can see, his middle is almost completely routed. The numbers with his Teutonic Knights are beginning to dwindle seriously, and my Armoured Swordsmen are doing excellent for now, so no real danger for those guys. And as I see that only 1 unit of Teutonic Knights is left now. They're also routing over there. Here in the middle, the Teutonic Knights have also routed, so only these 5 guys are left from about 5 units at the beginning of the battle. Now they are starting to rout as well. So as you can see, Cav needs a bit more micro than this guy, my opponent, gave them, especially in high period battle where their presence on the battlefield can be absolutely decisive. You really do not want to clump your Cav up. You really want to use their charge bonus effectively, so not when in front our 2 infantry lines are engaged. So you don't want to just charge your Cav on the backs of your guys. That won't have much of an effect. You need to get clear charge at the opponent's line. And even with lesser numbers in Cav, you can still get the job done. As you can see, you need to wisely use your spear troops, and that's so that means that greater numbers and greater quality of your Cav, of the enemy Cav force, that does not have to be decisive. It's in the end of the day, it's still skill. That's the most decisive factor. As you can see, this battle is pretty much wrapped up. I have 70% of his army killed. He's got 42% of my guys killed, and the only thing left is his Pavise Crossbowmen. I did catch up with them, but these guys are probably upgraded, and even if they're not upgraded, they're pretty good, and they have 32 guys left in this unit, and I have only 10 of my General's Bodyguards and these English Knights left. So I'm going to retreat, and I'm going to give them a charge now from the back. So I'm going to try to use my charge bonus, even in this kind of a situation where it's not really, it's not really decisive. Basically, at this point, I think the decent thing from him would have been for him to admit defeat, but that did not happen. So I respect his decision to play this one out. These Pavise Crossbowmen have also routed. You saw that the charge bonus did its damage, and what's left are these Dismounted Imperial Knights over here. That's the only melee component thing they have, and I'm going to put them under heavy bombardment now from my Yeoman Archers and my Longbowmen. These guys also did their job pretty well. I wasn't sure. I mean, Crossbowmen normally are better than Archers, but these guys do their damage much quicker than Crossbowmen. So yeah, they have their uses. Even though their English were renowned historically by the Longbowmen, I wouldn't rely on them extensively in this game. And the thing that you need to rely on with the English is predominantly your infantry, your armored swordsmen. These guys are really good, especially in high period battle where they are your standard good backbone infantry. You really need to take care to protect those guys with, and you really need to work on the synergy that those guys can get with when cooperating well with your Longbowmen and your spears. So protect those guys and make sure that they chew up the enemy infantry. Here we have the one. I think that's no. We have 2 more actually British Crossbowmen left. So that was the 3rd last. These guys also start to rout. What's is left with these guys. As I said, he's going to play this one out until the end. I'm going to put these guys under heavy bombardment now. I'm going to concentrate fire from my Yeoman Archers and Longbowmen on these guys, and I'm also moving in my Armoured Swordsmen. He's going to try to run. Well, you can run, but you can't hide. This unit did suffer some more casualties than the rest, I think, from my Armoured Swordsmen. But still, very respected force with 54 guys. The 58 Levy Spearmen over here do not really stand a chance if my guys catch up. Now he's going to put them, I think, in tight formation. He's going to tell them to stand their ground. My guys did catch up. Here we can see a close up on the action. My guys pretty much surrounded here by Pavise Crossbowmen, and here comes the reinforcement from Levy Spearmen. Very tired guys, but they did their job. So finally, these guys rout, As you can see, it's a clear victory. I deployed almost 1,500 guys. He deployed 1,300 guys, almost 1,300 guys. I lost 550 guys. He lost double the amount. If we take a closer look at the battle stats, we'll see that my English Knights, this unit of English Knights, did really well. 115 kills. Also my General's Bodyguard did really well. Everyone else did a very respectable job, as you can see, mostly averaging around 50-60 kills. So everyone did their job. As I said in the English army roster, the thing is that you gotta work on your synergy. Every troop has its purpose in this roster. So guys, thanks for watching this game. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you will stick around for the next one. Take care, bye bye.